Hi guys, it's Brittany with Roasted Coffee Co. And as usual, I hope you're having an amazing day. I have not said that in so long. I missed you guys. And so basically, I wanted to come on and do a what's going on with Roasted update video because I have not posted in a while. And there are a couple of reasons as to why I have not. So let's get into it. Basically, to make a long story short, the last time I did an event was back in October of last year, and it was like a fall Halloween themed type of event, and of course it was outside in the Texas heat. And I didn't take my trailer to that event. I think I had it. Yeah, I had it by then, but it just wasn't up to code. So didn't take my trailer, but I did use my coffee cart. And you guys, it was horrible. It was horrible. I don't even think I made a profit. Like, it was just bad. So prior to that event though, I had a couple of more events that were similar. So that October event was essentially the straw that broke the camel's back. I was just like, I'm done. I'm not coming back out here anymore until at least my trailer is ready for me to use. And then I'll just, the next time I do an event, I'll just have my trailer. And so, as you guys are aware, from the end of last year up until maybe about April, March this year, I had spent time getting it registered, the inspections, the whole nine. I did a whole bunch of videos on it. You guys can go back and watch. And then the last thing for me to complete was the health inspection. And so I was doing all the research for the health inspection, trying to get prepared, making sure I have the right generator, the right car accessories, making sure I had the right water tanks and all of that stuff. And finally, this is probably really childish, but whatever. I just got tired of dealing with it. I really, really did. Like, I got tired of interacting with the health department. A lot of their answers are very, how can I say, like, you have to read in between the lines, and it's like, I don't want to read in between the lines. I need for you to point out which code, which rule, which regulation is this going to fall under, because I have to take time off from work to complete these inspections and things like this. And it just, honestly, it just got to be too much. And I started looking for like workarounds. Like, I'm always gonna find a way. So I was like, if I can still use my trailer but not have to be inspected by the fire marshal and the health department, what would be the best way for me to do that? And basically the easiest way for me to do that would be to like prepare bottled coffees in the kitchen I was renting, and then essentially serve them from the trailer. So I could have like a cooler, coolers and stuff on the trailer with the drinks already prepared and sealed. So that was one workaround, and I considered that. But I was like, I would have to, depending on the type of event, I would have to make, like, a lot of bottled coffees. I would have to make a lot. And then if I had, let's say if I had a bad event, then I would have a lot of bottled coffees left over. So I'm all about processes. I need it to be the most efficient, not necessarily easy, but easy process. So after that, I was just like, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of talking to the health department and just trying to figure out how to make this work. I could just go get inspected, but on the particular trailer that I had, I was advised that I would need some type of screen or window. And so I tried to reach out literally to every food truck place that we had, food truck manufacturer that we had here in Houston. And this is not really a good city to do business. I'm gonna just say that. People are very unresponsive, kind of scammy. So I don't know. I was just saying, I need a break. I need a break. And then on top of that, I started looking at all of my expenses because I got super serious about saving money and cutting any unnecessary expenses. And so I was still able, working my 9 to 5, thank God, I was still able to save a little bit of money, just not as much as I wanted to, because I had a bulk of money going to my business. For example, my website was anywhere between $50 to $75. Coffee inventory was anywhere between 180 to 220 sometimes, and these are like monthly expenses. Then on top of that, the kitchen that I was renting was 200. Then on top of that, whatever vendor fees. So if I was trying to do an event at least 2 times a month, we're talking anywhere between $60 to $80 bi-weekly. Then on top of that, my insurance is $303, and so that covers my trailer and it covers my SUV. And then you have your general liability insurance. I had that through the Hartford, and that was maybe $50, $60. And then plus whatever additional expenses I had. So let's say if I needed syrups, or I needed bottles, or decorations for my cart or whatever. Like, it just got to be too much. So I think that was, I don't know what the math of that was, like what, $700 maybe? I don't know. But it was a lot. It was a little bit too much, especially for me to be doing these events and not really making a lot of money. And then they take a lot of time. Like, it just got to be too much. So essentially what I did is cut all that out. So I have not ordered coffee in like months. My website, I just put a pause on it. And the only thing I'm really paying for now is just my storage, which is $125. I even stopped with the kitchen, and it's just too much, y'all. And then what else? I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh yeah, and then so I was gonna have to pay, I think it was like $260 for the fire marshal inspection. And I was just like, you know what, it's getting to be too much. So I put a pause on everything. I still have my trailer. I'm not selling my trailer. I'm still in a very good area that demands coffee, but I'm sensing there's a shift. And not to get political, but this economy is absolutely horrible. It is horrible, and everybody is struggling. I have infiltrated a few like lemonade groups. I don't even sell lemonade, but I'm thinking about it once I get up and running. But they're struggling. Everybody's trying to figure out how can they bring in new people, new recipes, and things like that, which is crazy to me because I would never share any of my recipes. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna gate anything that I create as far as drinks, snacks, treats. I'm gatekeeping that, but that's just me. I'm a little selfish. But even in the coffee groups, you guys, a lot of people's businesses are struggling. They're having to cut hours. They're having to cut employees. They are having to either shut down their cafe and just run their trailer, or sell their trailer. I've seen so many trailers for sale, more than I have ever seen being in this business for like, I've only been in this business for like 3 years, but still, I've seen a lot of people just selling off their trailers, selling off their inventory. It's just bad. People's profits are down. They're cutting hours, especially now in the summer that the kids are out of school. Maybe, I don't know if it was like teachers holding the coffee business down, and now that the teachers are off, people are not getting coffee as much. I'm not sure what it is, but people are just really struggling. That's the only way I can really put it. So I would highly recommend that if you have not purchased your trailer yet, like if it's not on a cargo ship on its way here, if you can, just hold off a little bit and do a little bit more research about the businesses in your local area. If you can, sorry, it's my cat. If you can, join some coffee Facebook groups, join some lemonade Facebook groups if that's the drink you're gonna do. See if you can find any type of Facebook group that is tailored to whatever your business is going to be, and just go through, do some investigating, do a little bit of, mingling, asking questions to see how everybody is doing. And you're gonna see that people are really struggling out here. Another thing that I noticed is a lot of the markets that I used to attend, they're either no longer around, they're not doing the markets anymore, they put pause to the markets, or if they are still around, people are not coming out and buying like they used to. So, this one particular company that I used to work with a lot, they, when they would send the emails for vendor signups, they would get a lot of response, and vendors would sign up, all the booths would be sold out. Now I'm noticing that even for some of their bigger events, they're having to discount the event fee. And then I've drove past a few of their markets, and it's not a lot of people out there. At a time where it used to be 100 vendor booths, now it's like 25. Like, people are just not attending these markets like they used to. If they do, they're looking specifically for the fruits and vegetables, and that's it. They're not trying to spend $15 on a pound of coffee, or $6 or $7 on a 8-ounce bottle of coffee. Like, people are just not doing that anymore. So I'm really hoping that things turn around. I'm going to still go ahead and get my trailer inspected, because I'm not a quitter. I do throw temper tantrums, but I'm not a quitter. I am going to get it inspected. I just need to find the right time, because I have a lot of things going on with work. But I think what I'm going to do, these next couple of videos I want to do are going to be more focused on how to, how to continue to grow your business when times like this happen. I noticed that, and this is not to offend, but this time is for when creative people really start to shine. You got to get creative. You can't be doing the same stuff that you've been doing for the past couple of years, because it's a different time. And I noticed that a lot of these people in these groups, they don't know what to do. They don't even know how to come up with their own recipes. They're trying to bum recipes off of other businesses and share and collaborate, which is cool, but no. Like, we should be coming up with our own stuff and trying to be innovative. So while I'm in the process of getting up and running, I am going to be figuring out some ways that we can continue to do well through this time, despite how everybody else is doing. So give me some time to think about that. I'm a pretty creative person, so we'll have to see what I come up with. But that is what's happening with Roastic. I'm still here. I didn't give up. I didn't chicken out completely. I'm still here. You guys continue to ask me any questions. I am happy to help. Hopefully this wasn't discouraging, but I pride myself on being transparent with you guys, because this is a very expensive process. Even though it can be done, it is very expensive. It is very tedious. It is very crappy sometimes, and I just would hate for y'all to not be fully prepared. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And with that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later.